Hello, welcome to the Trews Comments Edition. I'm your host, Russell Brand. We do this for you. Subscribe here, subscribe. Why don't you subscribe? Why not subscribing? Is it hard to subscribe? Yeah, we have to put our email in. Put it in! Maggie Cleary. Hi, Russell. I think you were great. Just wanted to say I've come up with some new Cockney rhyming slang. I'm going to make a Russell Brand stand. Ooh. Ben Wright, please do today's Trews on the Sainsbury's World War I advert, how corporations are hijacking remembrance to make money. Disgusting. It is disgusting.
My name is Jim. Mein Name ist Otto. Pleased to meet you, Otto. Freut mich.
It's the reappropriation of our mythology. It demonstrates that war is conceptual and beneficial to probably to the people on either side, if there's even such a thing as either side. Because, like, if you can in the middle of a war stop and go, should we just play football for a bit, it's Christmas, which is just another bloody concept, then it's like, why are we doing this war at all, for God's sake? Like, I think that when I'm in embassies as well, I put this in my book, like, you know when you go to the Ecuadorian embassy to visit Julian Assange? No, hardly anyone does that. Well, I did. But when you go any embassy, because you're going on holiday or something, so like, that embassy is the country, innit? Like, they go, right, you're in Portugal now, and you think, well, am I in Portugal? Because I can see Harrods out the window, and that ain't in Portugal. It just reveals to you that Portugal is a concept, Ecuador is a concept, Britain is a concept, war is a concept. All these things we believe in and buy into are stories that require consent, money, concept. The economy is a concept. All these things require our participation. That's why even something like little old me causing trouble gets aggressively attacked, because they know that if the story changes, then that's it. If everyone goes, imagine if like hardcore right-wing folk just went, actually, let's just not be right-wing for a bit and see what happens if we do focus our energy on the elites that control the financial industry and global politics and protest for more economic inequality, not inequality, that takes care of itself. You know, we'll bond together with people from Muslim backgrounds or any background, we'll just all come together and focus on our common enemy. Things would change. So you have to keep people distracted by nation, racism, all sorts of claptrap and codswallop and meaningless nonsense. So what am I responding to? The Sainsbury's advert. Like, that is, like, you know, they're trying to associate in your mind things that are very beautiful, like humanity and our ability to come together, which they know you have, with a trip to Sainsbury's. When I was down that food bank, it was like people like want to give to each other. People want to take care of each other. We have to, like, they have to work to repress and control those instincts to turn us into selfish, egotistical people. I mean, like, whatever Sainsbury's are using as their method, or Tesco's, or the bloody John Lewis, or whoever, the core value is we want to make as much money as possible. And as long as the core value is we want to make as much money as possible, people are going to get low wages, people are going to get shafted, people won't get proper healthcare, people won't get pensions, because the objective is to make as much money as possible, then you'll pursue that at any cost. You have to kill the head of the beast. You have to cut that off and just go, right, there is no more much money as possible deal. Now it's like everyone's got to be okay. And then there's a transition, a massive transition. So that Sainsbury's advert is a piece of propaganda for capitalism using potent modern myths, such as the moment in the First World War where people recognised that their distinctions were meaningless and illusory, and German soldiers and English soldiers saw that actually they were on a planet in infinite space, and they had much, much more in common with each other than reasons to kill each other. Like Muhammad Ali said when he was conscripted for the American army in the 60s, I ain't got no beef with the Viet Cong. I ain't got no beef with them. They ain't done anything to me. They're not coming over here being racist. I'm not going in the army. Well, you're no longer heavyweight champion of the world then. Alright. Amazing. Simon Tucker, what do you think about the suppression of psychedelics in modern culture? They were used in nearly every civilization since the dawn of time to bring people closer together to their inner spirituality self, and I've seen communities where they're used openly. Look up the Boom Festival. And the beautiful, harmonious, transformational places it creates is something close to utopia. Do governments really believe people will jump out of a window because they think they're a dragon, or are they just scared what an open-minded, spiritual and transformed population will achieve? I think that the control of psychedelics has a component of that, regardless of whether you're French or Chinese or English. The frequency we live on is individualistic, materialistic frequency. We believe in these kind of values. So like, what I think is that you're absolutely right, Simon Tucker, that I'm not suggesting everyone should become sort of a shaman and become entrenched in ayahuasca or drenched in ayahuasca, but certainly that bringing new realms, new aspects of consciousness to the fore is important, because everything here in the material world was once in the realm of the unknown and the unrealised. Everything, houses, books, shoes and guitars, karate, all once lived in the infinite realm of the unrealised, and all that will ever be realised is in that realm now. And psychedelics mean that different stuff comes through, different aspects of consciousness. I've taken psychedelics myself, and what it made me realise is that my own identity is a construction, that there is no actual me other than what I believe myself to be. So if a lot of people have those kind of experiences, or those kind of experiences, even if a lot of people aren't having them, are made more prevalent in the culture, then things will change. And so I think that certainly that aspect of nature and consciousness is repressed and controlled. So I agree with you, but I'm not suggesting everyone should go around taking acid all day long, because when I did do that, I just gave away my bike. So drugs are bad. William Howard, hi Russell. What is Tony Blair doing now? Regards. Well, Tony Blair's doing a lot of things now. He's advising the Kazakhstan dictatorship, and he's on the board of several oil companies that benefited from the Iraq war, which he caused. So that's what Tony Blair's doing now. I don't know what he's doing right now in this moment. I don't know if he believes himself to be right when he sees himself in the mirror or something. Anyway, okay, so that was some true news. I am your host. Subscribe here to receive regular downloads. Don't get down over Christmas. It can be lonely for old people. Stay in touch. Stay in love. Subscribe here.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the news. If the news was true, I want some Trews. Let's have some Trews.